Good morning, Aubrey. Do you have any current problems that I could offer a solution for?
I have a lot of problems, but I don't know that you can give me any solutions. I was
Well,
just telling Jessica, it's been a weekend, you guys.
it was a tough weekend for
Yeah.
Aubrey. But guys, we are here to solve all of your IELTS problems. So last week, episode 1426, we talked about how to write the perfect task 2 introduction for argument essays and opinion essays. So if you missed that, scroll up IELTS Energy 1426, perfect and easy task 2 introductions. And as promised, today we are going to explain how to write the perfect problem solution introduction.
Yes, and stay until the end. We are going to give you the number one mistake students make in many problem solution questions that ask for effects. So
Yep.
you don't want to miss out on this so you can avoid this mistake on test day.
Oh, we are going to teach you a lot today, you guys. So let's get into it. First, we're going to give you the template for the problem solution task 2 introduction. And then we're going to give you 2 examples with reportedly real IELTS questions.
Nice. All right. So let's first dive into this template. Your first sentence, you should introduce the history of the problem, the topic of the essay as presented.
Yeah. So, remember from last week, episode 1426, the first sentence of your essay is it's functional, it's simple. All you're doing is telling the reader, the examiner, the topic of the essay, right? So the easiest way to do that in this case, the problem solution essay, you're just sort of paraphrasing the problem and saying something about it in the past because that leads us perfectly into our second sentence of the introduction, which gives some sort of general observation about this problem nowadays. And you have to fit in an opinion phrase in there. Okay. Because, Aubrey, why is it so important to include our opinion here in the
Yeah.
introduction?
Your opinion must be clear and consistent throughout every task 2 essay. Problem solutions, sometimes students leave out the opinion because you're answering questions saying, like, what are the causes? What are the solutions? And you don't see repeated, share your opinion on this.
Right.
Nevertheless, the scoring system requires your opinion to be present throughout the essay, so it must be in the introduction.
Exactly, exactly. And that can be so confusing. Of course, it's confusing. The question doesn't even ask you for your opinion in a problem solution essay, right? But just keep in mind that it doesn't matter what the question is, you're graded on the same thing. So, for your task response score for a 7 or higher, you have to have a clear position throughout your essay. And the easiest way to do that is to just have an opinion, right? That's your clear position, makes it easy for the examiner to see, yes, they are doing this thing I'm looking for. Okay. All right. So, just to back up and recap a little bit, first sentence, we are introducing the problem, the topic of the essay, giving like a just general history of that problem. We'll give you examples of this. And in the second sentence, you're giving your opinion about the problem now. And then what is the third sentence of this introduction?
Yeah, your third and final sentence is a thesis statement. So, for example, you might say, in the following composition, I will explore the causes or consequences of this issue, as well as offer 2 plausible solutions. So, what you're doing is mapping out for the examiner what they will be reading in this essay. That thesis tells them what you're going to present in the body paragraphs.
Exactly. And remember that having a template like this is so vital to making task 2 easy. I mean, you could see this template for an introduction, right? It's a map that you follow. In the first sentence you do this, in the second sentence you do this, in the third sentence you do this. And part of the template is that thesis statement. You can just use that word for word, right? There's no reason not to. There's excellent vocabulary. It's performing a function the examiner is looking for. So feel free, guys, take that thesis statement, run with it, use it. Okay, so let's give an example so this is clearer for our listeners. Aubrey, what is the task 2 question we're going to talk about?
All right, here's the question. The movement of people to cities is one of the biggest problems facing many cities today. What are the main causes of this trend? What solutions can be used to tackle the situation?
And I just want to point out quickly that all problem solution questions look like that. Okay. You have one
Right?
sentence that tells you a problem, and then you have two questions. Those two questions tell you exactly what to write in your body paragraph. So in this case, what are the main causes of this trend? Right. That tells you, okay, paragraph two, causes. And then what solutions can be used? Paragraph three, solutions. It's just follow the question, guys. All right. Aubrey, what is a band 9 introduction for this essay?
All right, so first we have that first sentence. We could say the explosion of urban populations has been an issue for hundreds of years. So, this you can see that first, just introducing the history of the problem or the topic of the essay. You're
Mhm.
keeping it simple here.
Yeah,
Yes, you want to paraphrase, use synonyms for the topic, but don't get too fancy here. You want to make sure that you are restating the topic, not getting off track. You want to make sure you're using the vocabulary correctly.
exactly. All right. And then the second sentence. Today, this trend shows no sign of slowing down, and I predict that resident numbers in cities will only continue to skyrocket. So that is my personal position, right? That is my prediction. Okay. So you have to have I in there. So the examiner knows this is your position. And then just use that fantastic template for the thesis statement in the following composition. I will explore the causes of this phenomenon as well as offer two plausible solutions.
Yes, I love that you said you need I in there. Often students will be a little too general. They'll say,
Mhm.
such and such is believed to be the case, something thinking, this is my opinion. But if you're being
Right.
general and sort of saying, these are the facts, or this is what everyone believes, you're not offering your position. So use that,
Exactly.
I believe, I am of the opinion that, to make it very clear to the examiner that this is your personal position.
You have to. All right, guys. Now let's get to the mistake that we commonly see in problem solution essays. All right. Aubrey, can you read this dis- deceptively tricky question?
Yes. All right. More and more citizens are relying on private cars as their major means of transportation. What are some of the problems over reliance on cars can cause? What are possible solutions?
Okay. So, guys, when you heard that question, what are some of the problems over reliance on cars can cause? Did you think, oh, this is asking me about causes. So I'm going to write about why people rely on cars too much, right? That's not what it's asking. You guys, read carefully. IELTS loves to put this tricky construction in here in problem solution questions. It's not asking for causes, it's asking for effects, for consequences, right? What are some of the problems over reliance on cars can cause? Okay, this is asking for effects. All right, now, what is the Band 9 introduction?
Yeah, that first sentence could be for decades, a vast amount of individuals turned toward public transit. However, these days, private vehicle ownership is preferred around the world. And we've divided this into two sentences, but really it's that one chunk that is explaining the background.
Mhm. And the today, right? These days, private
Right.
vehicle ownership is preferred. And then we got to fit in our opinion. I feel that the problematic consequences of this must not be ignored any longer. All right. And then template thesis statement. In the following composition, I will explore the consequences of this issue as well as offer two plausible solutions. Okay. So, Band 9 introductions, you guys. We are not getting fancy with the ideas. We are not even getting fancy with the grammar. We are following a template, a clear, simple template. The only fanciness comes in how we paraphrase. We use high level words that we're sure of to paraphrase, right?
Yes, and use these templates like Jessica stated. It's full of Band 9 vocabulary, Band 9 grammar structures, right? It's an interesting grammar structure. So you can memorize it and use it for any problem solution essay so that you don't have to take a lot of time to think of your template sentence. You're ready.
Yeah, because guys, you should not be spending a long time on the introduction. You need most of the writing time for the body paragraphs. Okay.
Right.
So make the introduction and conclusion super simple, super easy. Guys, if you want the complete templates for all the essays, check out our course, Three Keys IELTS. It is guaranteed to increase your score. Check it out, allearsenglish.com/keys. That's KEYS. And if you have an IELTS question, guys, that you want us to answer, send us an email, support@allearsenglish.com.
Awesome. So fun. I'm excited for you guys to be ready for those problem solution essays.
Yes. All right, guys, we'll see you on Friday. Bye.
Awesome. See you next time. Bye.